Welcome back to Slow Night Sleepy Stories. Last night we met the wisdom of Queen Sondeok, who read the stars to light the way. Tonight we follow that path to the era of King Taejong Muyeol, who dreamed of a united world. The 29th king of Silla, also known as Kim Chun-chu, he never gave up in the face of countless crises, traveling far across the sea to establish the foundation for the unification of the three kingdoms. Tonight's story is about his intense journey recorded in the 5th volume of the Samguk Sagi, and his earnest wish for a peaceful world without war. As you end your day, lay down your heavy burdens for a while. Let the prayer of the king, who wished for the peace of his people under the moonlight 1,000 years ago, become your peaceful rest tonight. To help you fall into a deep sleep, the screen will slowly dim and fade away, leaving only a faint glow like a moonlit night. Now, close your eyes comfortably and let yourself drift on the waves of history. King Jindeok ascended the throne. Her name was Songman. She was the daughter of Galmunwang Gukbun, also called Gukbun, who was the younger brother of King Jinpyong's mother. Her mother was Lady Wolmyong of the Park clan. Songman's appearance was rich and beautiful. She was 7 chok tall, and her hands hung down past her knees. Year 1, 47, Spring, 1st month, 17th day, Beedam was executed. 30 people were implicated and died. 2nd month, Ichan Alkion was appointed Sangdae Deung. Daeachin Susung was appointed Gunju, military commander of Uduju. Tang Taizong sent an envoy with an imperial tally to posthumously title the previous king as Guanglu Dafu, Grand Master of Imperial Entertainments, and thereupon invested the king as pillar of state, Juguo, and ennobled her as king of Lilang Commandery. Autumn, 7th month, an envoy was sent to Tang to express gratitude for the grace, and the era name was changed to Tehua. 8th month, a comet appeared in the south. Also, many stars flowed northward. Winter, 10th month, when Baekje soldiers besieged the 3 fortresses of Musan, Gamel, and Dongjam, the king sent Yusen to lead 10,000 infantry and cavalry to resist them. They fought bitterly, and their spirit was exhausted. Yusen's subordinate Bin Yongja and his son Geojin entered the enemy lines, fought urgently, and died. The multitude all attacked with vigor, beheading over 3,000 enemies. 11th month, the king personally offered sacrifices at the shrine. Year 2. Spring, 1st month. An envoy was sent to Great Tang to offer tribute. 3rd month, Baekje General Wijik invaded the western border and captured over 10 fortresses, including Yoka. The king worried about this and ordered Yusen, the Dodok governor of Apdokju, to plan against it. Thereupon, Yusen trained and encouraged the soldiers, and as they were about to set out, Wijik resisted them. Yusen divided the army into 3 routes to attack from multiple sides. The Baekje troops were defeated and fled. Yusen chased the retreating enemy and killed almost all of them. The king was pleased and rewarded the soldiers with differentials. Winter, Han Jilheo was sent to pay court to Tang. Taizong ordered the censor to ask, "Silla serves the great court as a subject, why do you use a different era name?" Jilheo said, "Previously, the heavenly court had not distributed the calendar. Therefore, since our ancestor King Beofeng, we have privately had our own era numbering. If the great court has a command, how would the small country dare to do otherwise?" Taizong considered this correct. Ichan Kim Chun-chu and his son Moonwang were sent to pay court to Tang. Taizong sent Guanglu Qing, Minister of Imperial Entertainments, Lu Heng, to welcome them in the suburbs. Upon arrival, seeing that Chun-chu's appearance and bearing were heroic and impressive, he treated him generously. Chun-chu asked to visit the National Academy to observe the Confucian rites and lectures, and Taizong permitted it. He also bestowed the imperially composed inscriptions of Wentang and Jinshi, along with the newly compiled Book of Jin. He once summoned him for a private banquet and gave gold and silk very generously. He asked, "Do you have something on your mind?" Chun-chu knelt and reported, "Your subject's own country is located remotely in a corner of the sea and has humbly served the heavenly court for many years. However, Baekje is strong and cunning, repeatedly committing aggression. Moreover, last year they raised a large army and penetrated deeply, attacking and capturing dozens of fortresses to block the road for paying court. If your majesty does not lend the heavenly troops to cut down and remove the wicked, then the people of my humble town will all become captives, and the fulfilling of duties by crossing the sea can no longer be hoped for." Taejong deeply agreed and promised to send troops. Chun-chu also asked to change their official robes to follow the system of China. Thereupon, precious robes were brought out from the inner palace and bestowed upon Chun-chu and his followers. An edict appointed Chun-chu as Taejin, specially advanced, and Munwang as left Wu-wei general. When they were returning to their country, an edict ordered officials of the third rank and above to give a farewell banquet, and the courteous treatment was very complete. Chun-chu reported, "I have 7 sons. I wish to leave one to guard the emperor's presence." So he ordered his son Munwang and Daegum, name missing. Chun-chu returned to the sea and met Goguryeo patrol soldiers. Chun-chu's attendant. Gunhae wore a high hat and large clothes and sat on the boat. The patrol soldiers saw him, thought he was Chun-chu, and captured and killed him. Chun-chu rowed a small boat and reached the country. The king heard this, grieved deeply, posthumously honored Gunhae as Daichan, and generously rewarded his descendants. Year 3, 649. Spring, 1st month, they began wearing the robes and caps of the central court, China. Autumn, 8th month, Baekje General Yunsang led a multitude to attack and capture 7 fortresses including Sokto. The king ordered Great General Yusin and Generals Jinchun, Jukji, and Cheonjan to go out and resist them. They fought continuously for 10 days without resolution, then advanced and camped below Dosal Fortress. Yusin said to the multitude, "Today a Baekje spy will surely come. You must pretend not to know and do not dare to ask who he is." He then had it announced in the army, "Fortify the walls and do not move. We will wait for reinforcements tomorrow and then fight the decisive battle." The spy heard this and returned to report to Yunsang. Yunsang and others thought there were reinforcements and could not help but be suspicious and fearful. Thereupon, Yusin and others advanced and attacked, defeating them greatly. They killed or captured 100 generals and officers, beheaded 8,980 soldiers, and captured 10,000 war horses. As for weaponry, it was uncountable.